Compostela, Cebu, Philippines. This video is about a town called Compostela, which is in Cebu, Philippines. It's north of Cebu City, north of Liloan, south of Danao. It is a strip town. Most of the businesses are on the main road. There's a few buildings you got to go a block in, but probably 90% is on the main road, and the residences are off the main road. Compostela, it takes a few minutes to drive through the town. You got to slow down. There's going to be a bit of traffic. They just paved it. There's a 7-Eleven, which means you're going to know what they have for sale there. They're not going to have fresh fried chicken and chicken nuggets unless you go early in the morning. It's a little busy. Always got to wait in line. They've got all the pharmacies, and they've got some pension houses. It's going to be around 900 to 1,000 per night. There is a nice Italian restaurant where it's going to be 400 per meal, and they've got a lot of nice food there, and they make their own cheese, and they make their own ham. There is no shopping mall. I don't think there's a Jollibee. I don't think there's any fast food, and I don't remember if there's a grocery store. If there is, I drove right past it. So I'm going to go with no on the grocery store. But the grocery stores are not far, so you really don't got to worry about it. There is the Virginia Food Company, and I happen to know the manager. His name is Stefan. He lives in Compostela. I see him on Saturdays hanging out with the guys at one of the local places. And there are housing developments where you can get like a townhome for $20,000. It might be 2 bedrooms attached, and you can park your car. However, if you know Philippine apartments, the rooms are going to be small, but everything will be new. You might not have internet. Some of them might not be for rent. Sometimes you might have to make a purchase because they're still in construction. And they're not so far from the main road, like a few minutes. Good public transportation. I don't think there's a bus station. There was a market. It was torn down. It's just a pile of rubble. There's a new market. There's a bunch of gas stations. It has a Shell gas station, which is absolutely wonderful. They've got a coffee shop, beautiful dining room, and you can go sit outside, and a lot of people can sit outside, and you can sit right by the ocean. I had this joke that I came up with. All they need is a swimming pool, and they got their own little resort. Doesn't have a lot to sell. It's like one of the small gas stations. So if you're looking for fresh food to eat, you're not going to find it. Not a wide selection of everything. Small row of everything. A lot of people walking in the streets, so you got to be careful for that. There's a few restaurants that are family owned. One of them is called Titas or Tetes. I know there's a lot of them called Titas, but there might be more than one with the same name. Obviously, it's a popular name. Probably barbecue. There's a lot of little resorts. I don't know if any of them are good, but it might have the Green Lagoon, which is a decent resort. It's got beach and swimming pool. There's a lot of beach access. The beaches are not that great. So other than that, you've got decent access to Cebu City. You've got the mall and Liloan. Liloan is another strip town. If you've been to Liloan, you've got pretty much an idea of what Compostela is going to be like. There's Cascades Nature's Park is in Compostela, and Q Park, which is a great place to visit. A lot of driving, a lot of walking. Cascades Nature Park is for swimming, and if you have a large group like 1,000 people and you want to do an event, that's where you do it. They got a cute little pond too. We went to some of the other resorts, like up in the mountains. None of them were good. between Compostela and Danao, I would recommend Danao unless you need access to the city. When I want to go to the city, it's about an hour away or 40 minutes away. I just ride down. And if you want to pay the 800 pesos and take a taxi, if you take the bus, it's probably 40 pesos or 60 pesos, and you might have to wait. You can hail buses on the street, but they're often going to just pass by because they're often going to be full. If you go to a restaurant on the street, you'll see people standing there for like a half an hour waiting for the bus. Okay, so that's about it for Compostela. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.